Hey guys, this is the College Picker, and I had 2 days off of work, so I came down to Port Charlotte to see my mom and some family members, and we actually went thrifting. I got all this stuff today. My aunt and cousin came with me. They're from Ohio. They came down for the holidays, and we went to Goodwill Weigh and Pay, and we went to a Goodwill retail store. We got all this stuff at either one of those stores. My aunt has a co-op booth up in Ohio, and she bought some stuff for inventory for her co-op booth, and she's gonna bring it back with her to sell. And from the bottom of my heart, I apologize for the terrible lighting. We tried shooting outside, but there's so much wind interference with the microphone, so I had to come inside my mom's porch. You can see our awesome hurricane shutters living in Florida. We keep them up like around half the year, so it makes an awesome backdrop to this video, but I do again apologize for the terrible lighting. At Goodwill retail store, I found this awesome Nintendo 64. It was $6 and it came with the power cable, didn't come with the AV cable, didn't come with any controllers or games, but did have the jumper pack, not the expansion pack. For this, I'll throw in a couple crappy games, maybe a crappy controller or two, and be able to get like 40 or 50 bucks for this baby. I really probably look like I should be driving a truck right now because I got this awesome trucker hat. It says, "I like my beer cold and my women hot, my cars fast." But it was like a quarter, good shape, snapback, blue under, vintage trucker hat. You know, if you see them, you gotta pick them up and throw them in a pile and put them up on eBay. I love my skis. Anytime I see them for like 10 bucks or under, I will most likely pick them up, put them up on Craigslist or put them up on eBay. You can sell them either way. They kind of suck to ship. That's why I like to sell them locally. Salomon's a great brand to look for. It really comes with experience knowing how to tell a modern looking ski with modern bindings compared to an older vintage. I got a pair of Atomic skis with the poles for $7, and I got these Salomons for $5, but no poles. Each pair should be able to bring between $75 to $100 on Craigslist. Still on sporting goods, I found this awesome skateboard. It's got the same trucks as the other board in my video, the Gullwing Mission 1 truck. Longboard kind of feel to it, but it has an old school deck and really cool graphics on the bottom. I got this for $1. It was $1. $1 freaking dollar for this thing. I should be able to get market value between at least like 40 and 60 bucks, but I could always use this as a bartering tool with my girlfriend's little brother. Another skateboard for $1 from the Goodwill Weigh and Pay. This thing's kind of beat up on the deck. The trucks and wheels are still good. For $1, I'll be able to sell it or barter it for at least like $30 value. It has venture trucks and it is a functioning skateboard, so I should be able to post this on Craigslist, get at least 30 bucks for it, or again, use it as a bartering tool for my girlfriend's little brother. You might see this and think that somebody crapped on a whiskey bottle, but this is folk art. This is a bottle that's been covered in some sort of substance that gives it texture, and it's got a really cool graphic on the front, and it just looks really cool. Came with a top that I'm gonna have to fix. It was like a quarter. It looks old and it looks weird, which is a perfect equation for something that needs to go on eBay. One of the most anticipated game releases, Diablo III. I found this thing at a freaking Goodwill. It was $3.99, it's complete in box. It's something that they sell at Best Buy still for like 49 bucks. That's just to show you the kind of awesome stuff that you can find at a Goodwill. Poetically juxtaposed next to this Diablo 3 are some games from the early 80s, Atari 2600. I got a stack of them. They were at Goodwill for $1 a piece. I just grabbed them all. There's nothing super rare in here, but I'm gonna keep some for my personal collection, sell off the rest. Maybe use them for bartering tools for people that buy, sell, and trade video games online. Diablo 3 is definitely up for trade and barter. Even a picker and a hustler, you can learn new stuff every time you go out. And I actually learned something today from my cousin that I never knew before. And he's gonna share it with you, okay?
We found here at Goodwill, we found a Florida Gators Turvis tumbler for $5. $5 is not a really good price to flip over, but they retail for about $18. $5 is okay. But ideally, you would want to pick one of these up at a garage sale for 25 cents, $2 in that really low range, and then you can flip them over nice and easy. I mean, they're really nice cups. They got a warranty on them, right from Turvis. It's an American brand. If you break it, if it's their fault from breaking, if it's our fault from breaking, somebody else breaks it, whatever. If you break it, you call up, whatever, they got a warranty, you send it in, they give you a new one. So you can find, even if it's cracked or anything, you can find one and they got a warranty. I mean, I got one for myself. It's a Star Wars one. My mom's got a nice pretty pink one, and with you can get all kinds of colors and shapes and whatever, and they do make little coffee mugs and stuff, different designs, different shapes. But for this size of them, with the 16 ounce, they'll retail for about $18. So it's a pretty good deal, even if it was only $5. You know, that's one of those things you want to look out for. However, there are a lot of counterfeiters out there, so make sure you check on the bottom. It'll say Turvis tumbler. Top, it'll say Turvis as well. The imitation ones are not worth their weight in scrap plastic. I also found this. It was a G.I. Joe. It looks to be like a toy box or maybe some kind of toolbox. for little kids' tools, but I think it's mostly like a toy box. If you would have your figure, you can store them in here. You know, I'm not a huge buff on G.I. Joe stuff. We picked up for like 25 cents, and this thing could retail for a lot more originally, or you can flip it over again. It looks to be from about late 80s or maybe early 90s, somewhere around that area. It's got this really cool graphic on the front. Yeah, we could probably flip it for about 10 bucks. It was only 25 cents when we bought it. G.I. Joe stuff, it always sells. It's gonna hold its value.
Also today I found at the Goodwill weigh-in pay a bunch of Nerf stuff. The larger guns were $1 a piece. The little guns, I think she gave them to me for 50 cents. They also gave me a crap load of darts, magazines, something that I've never had with a Nerf gun when I was a kid, accessories like laser sights, freaking these sort of magazines, a riot shield, we got a bipod somewhere, adjustable shoulder stock. These are something that everyone needs to pick up before Obama takes them away. For the entire lot, I spent like $5, and I should at least be able to sell these for like $100. Merry Christmas to everybody and happy holidays. Yes, holidays with a H-A-U-L. Thanks for watching and have an awesome day.